Welcome to Unconventional. I'm Francesca.
And I'm Kieran.
And we're here at another MCM Comic-Con, but this time we're in Birmingham.
Special thanks to our sponsors, Epic Props, for letting us be here today.
For all your ghost-busting needs, who are you going to call? epicprops.co.uk.
How are you going to call them through a website?
I don't know. It's the
Normally you need a phone number if you're going to call them.
It'll be on there.
It will be on there. Let's see what's happening on today's show.
Wow, I like the look of that.
Speaking of likes, remember to like, share and subscribe to this video so you never miss any of our content.
And don't forget to follow us on social media.
Let's get on with it.
Okay, are you going to help me down?
No.
Joined by Paul on the TRamp stand. Now we are surrounded by lots of little gadgets which you've actually enhanced yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, that's correct. Exactly right.
What have you got here?
All right, well, to explain a little further, something like this is, or was originally, a Nerf gun, just a straight off the shelf Nerf gun. It was all orange and red and other colors, so I get hold of it, rip all of that apart, put my own electronics inside of it, including recharge ports and so on and so forth. Then we paint it up, we weather it, and you end up with a working, if you can see that, prop. So that's a Nerf gun. It can be anything. There's another one here, which was just a child's toy, and I leave all of the screw holes open so that there's no doubt what they were. Again, we just add electronics in here, paint it up. We add lights and sound. There's a large solenoid which goes backwards and forwards in here and creates the feel of a recoil on the gun. So it's about layers. We have things like this, which was originally an airsoft gun. Now we're not allowed to have moving parts and projectiles and so on here, so all of that came out. But this was a real challenge because all you're left with is this little avenue here. So you get your electronics and your battery and everything else in there. And the speaker runs down through here, noise comes out through there. There we are. And there's electronics in the scope and so on. But all of these present unique challenges. This one, for example, there was very little room to work with, so I had to get little files out and cut channels for the wires to go through and so on. Some are more robust than others, some are more fragile than others. Yeah.
What is your most favorite product that you've worked on?
My most favorite, probably this little guy here.
And how long did that take?
Well, again, this was based on something else. This was the D'Agostini magazine build, which happened over 2 years. And it got towards the end of the 2 years, and I realized I wasn't going to be happy with how it was turning out. So then I ripped all the insides out, kept most of the outsides, added all new custom electronics and servos and doors and arms coming out and smoke and zappers and all sorts of things. And a full remote control system so I can drive them about now.
And what is your next project?
There's always dozens of projects. One of the ones I'm working on, I can tell you, is a full M134 minigun, full-size minigun. So that'll have all lights and sounds and possibly smoke and things like that coming out of it.
And how long do you reckon that'll take you?
Oh, that's going to be 2035 or something.
Thank you for talking to me today.
You're welcome.
And enjoy the rest of the con.
Thank you, Fran. You too.
Let's see what's coming up next.
I'm here with Gary from UKGARRISON. So, Gary, tell me, what are you doing today at MCM?
Today we come along to MCM twice a year, well, in Birmingham twice a year, London twice a year, and various other events they do throughout the country. we supply kind of the costumed entertainment, so mainly the Imperial stuff like the Stormtroopers that you see around, but we also have a Real Icon section, so we cover movies, a Rebel Command section, so we cover the so-called good guys propaganda. Stormtroopers are the good guys, it's just all propaganda, trust me. We also are joined by the Rebel Legion and the Mando Mercs, the R2 builders, and we just provide some of the kind of interactive entertainment, if you like, for want of a better word. But there's a kind of good side to that as well, in that, like, we're working for these guys today. We had, sadly, one of our members, partner, wife, died earlier this year. This is a charity that is, of course, close to the garrison as a result of that, because they helped him and they helped her. So this weekend we've been raising money for them and trying to add a little bit of something special to other people's lives.
That's really great. That's really
And
fantastic.
we also have a really good time as well, which is part of the fun. If you're having a good time and you're doing something good and giving something back to the community at the same time, that can't be a bad thing, no matter what. You know, some people like to go and watch football, some people like to go and play snooker, and some people like to dress up as stormtroopers.
So how did you get into this sort of thing?
Me personally, I saw the movie in '77 in December. It came out in December in 1977. I never really knew anything about Star Wars, but I had a cousin who lived in the US, and he came over and he'd seen the movie, knew that I'd like it. I was 11 years old. He knew that I'd like it, so he bought tickets for my brother and me to go and see it. Then he figured he needed to get a parent to take us, and then he figured you couldn't have one parent, mum and dad, and then he wanted to go and his mum, and in the end there was about 20 of our family all went to see Star Wars just after Christmas as a big Christmas treat. And to be honest, from the opening of the movie I was hooked, and it's stuck with me ever since. It's still a great, great film. I never realised at the time how much that was going to become such a huge part of my life. I've been running the UK Garrison now for about 10 years. I'm involved, the club is part of the worldwide 501st. So worldwide we have 15,000 members. In the UK we have about 500 or 600 members active all over the country. So every weekend people are out, mainly kind of raising money for charity, or helping raise money for charity. So we do two kinds of events. We'll do events that people will get us to come along and support, and they'll give us money which we put into a charity pot and donate at the end of the year, or we'll go along and help charities like St Richard's Hospice raise money for their own charity on an individual level. Either way, we get to go out, have fun, interact with the public, give them a little taste of what Star Wars would be like if it were real, and we all have fun in doing it.
That's awesome. So if anyone at home wanted to get involved, how would they do so, and what could they do as part of the garrison?
Anybody can do anything. We're non-discriminatory. So the famous line, aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper? No one's too short, no one's too tall, no one's too fat, no one's too thin. If you want to be a stormtrooper or you want to get involved and be part of our club, www.ukgarrison.co.uk, get onto the forum, introduce yourself, tell us what you want to do, and we'll try and make it happen. We have a set of armourers that will help people put costumes together. It's not a cheap hobby, I'm going to be really honest, but it's the most fun you'll have with someone else's clothes on.
All right, well, thank you very much for speaking with us today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the con.
Thank you very much, Kieran. Thanks a lot, guys.
And now this.
It's Marshmallow Man!
I'm joined with Shayla from the Cosplay Community magazine. Hiya.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to MCM Birmingham. Can you tell us all about your magazine?
All about, oh my god, I'm gonna be here for 3 hours. So basically we are a cosplay community magazine, we are self-published. Everything is written by the community itself, so anyone and everyone can write anything and everything for us, as long as it's cosplay related.
Amazing. And what's your role within the magazine?
So I am the co-founder and graphic designer, so basically I just make things look pretty. Try to.
And as you're a co-founder, you're the perfect person to tell us how it all started.
Well, actually started with the founder. So she just went on Facebook, showed an American cosplay magazine cover, and she said, "Oh, this would be amazing in the UK. Would anyone be interested?" And I just went, "I'm 200% interested. I'm a graphic designer." And it all started from there. Then we had a photographer, writers, copy editors for people to fix mistakes. There were a lot. And yeah, that's it.
So if any of our viewers would like to get a hold of a copy, where do they go to get one?
Well, they would go to the website, www.cosplaycommunitymagazine.com, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, just search for Cosplay Community Magazine and they will find us. And also conventions, so usually MCM, EGX, CosExpo, all of those amazing conventions, we would probably get there.
Well, thank you for talking to me today, and I'm going to go and have a read.
Thank you. Oi!
So have you ever been to Comic-Con before?
Yes.
What's your favourite thing about it?
What is Comic-Con? Shut up, blood. I'm meant to be acting like I'm doing it for the Comic-Con thing. I don't even know what it is, blood. Can you cut? Yes. I went to a Comic-Con maybe like a year ago, and it was really good because they had all of the cons and the com.
Do you know what it's actually about?
No, tell me, what is it about?
It's basically where people that like comic books and video games and sort of geek culture come together.
Oh, like Call of Duty and that?
Yeah.
With the guns and thing, or Fortnite. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. That one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I know about them still, and actually, I really like Comic-Con. And do you know what? Yeah, because at the end of the day, in life, yeah, everyone likes to belong to different groups, innit? Because we're social animals, people, humans, you know. And if you want to go and dress up as a dog on stilts and hit Anakin with a lightsaber, then you can go do that, innit? Because it makes you happy.
So what's your favourite comic book?
Probably My Hero Academia, innit? It's a Japanese thing, and basically it's about a school of little boys and girls, and they all run around and they all got superpowers, and then this bad guy who also has superpowers. Well, it wouldn't make sense if he didn't have superpowers, because all the people with the superpowers would just fuck him up, and that would be mad. But anyway, basically, they saved the school multiple times. It seems like most of the story is around them saving the school multiple times. It's good though. Do you want to see the book? I got the book. You want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, wait 1 second. Keep the camera rolling, innit? Give me 2 seconds.
7 hours later.
Here it is, innit? My Hero Academia, written by Kohi, he's very good. But basically, there's one weird thing about these Japanese ones, innit? They don't read them like this way, innit? They read them that way, the opposite way round, innit? It's because basically they're on the other side of the world, so that's how they read them, innit?
Do you have any favourite superheroes?
Yeah.
Like who?
Okay, guess, innit? Na 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 na. Avengers, innit?
Aren't they a group of superheroes?
Yeah, but there's still one thing. They have a film about it, blood. Have you seen it? When the big scary purple brother with the big head tried to snap them away. But they say, no! Don't snap us, because if you try to snap us, then nobody will have enough fish to eat.
I've never seen Avengers.
It's a very good film. I also like, guess this one, innit? Wait. No, he can't. He's a pig. Watch out.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man. Well done. Why did it take you so long to guess that, blood?
Because you sang the version from The Simpsons.
It's also a good film. I got a figurine of Spider-Boy, the Spider-Man. I don't take it out of the box because one day my mum said that I bought this for $4.99, and she said if you keep it in the box, then in 10 years time it will be worth triple. So it will be worth £15. Investments, blood. You got to think about these things, innit? Because if you don't think about these things, then what are you gonna do? Sell crap? No, I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's Spider-Man, isn't it?
Aren't those figurines meant for kids?
Sorry, what?
Aren't they meant for kids?
What do you mean, are they meant for kids, blood?
I mean, it's a toy.
It's not a fucking toy! It's in a box! Toys don't come in boxes, blood!
They normally do.
Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? Piers, are you taking the piss out of man and his boxes of toys? Don't mug it, blood! Don't mug it! Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
I'm here with artist Lee Bradley, who is well known for his comic book work, along with many other things, I imagine.
Many things.
Many things.
Not appropriate.
Not appropriate. So, what will people at home know you best for?
People at home, probably Transformers. I'm mainly known for working on Transformers. I did the movie comic books and the How to Draw guide for the movie universe, and then Transformers Animated, which was another series of Transformers.
Okay, and how does one get into that line of work?
That's a very good question, and it's very difficult nowadays. I would say nowadays I would actually say create your own characters, come to shows like this, buy a table, book a table, and start promoting yourself online, and editors will probably see you. It's very difficult to get in front of editors nowadays to get work, because as this show, you don't find many companies at shows, especially in the UK.
And what would you say was your big break?
Probably Transformers. I happened to be on a course which I randomly got on, and I was drawing Transformers, and another artist, John McRae, saw me working on Transformers, and a job came in related to it, so it's just random chance.
Okay, of all the characters you've drawn, because we're literally surrounded by your artwork here, which character is your favourite to draw?
Oh, I can't ask that so many. It depends which I'm sick of. So if I've drawn something lots of times, I get sick of it. Generally, probably Optimus Prime. I like drawing Iron Man because he's shiny. I like drawing shiny stuff. So.
That's a pretty good one. Okay, so this one's been going around the internet for a while. Who would win in a fight?
Go on.
Iron Man or Optimus Prime?
Oof. Comic book Iron Man or movie Iron Man?
Well, let's stick with comics, as that's the forte.
I would say Optimus Prime then, because he's just simply bigger, larger, could shoot him with the gun.
Oh no, I've been waiting for this chance.
But movie one, he's got that space platform where he could just bombard him from space. So it would depend on which universe you're talking about.
Absolutely, and also what generation we're talking about as well. You know.
Okay, I've got one for you. Who would be Superman or Darth Vader?
That is a good one. Again, I think it's based on situation. I think if Superman had the element of surprise, he could win it because of his sheer speed.
Yeah? All right. Come on, come on.
But then, does Vader have the force power to crush the throat of the Man of Steel?
All too easy.
See, that's the thing. I don't think he does. I don't think he's got that power, and his blade ain't going to hurt him. So it's Superman.
But also, I will say back to you.
Unless he uses kryptonite.
That's true. Yeah. Are we talking comic or film? Vader and Superman.
I think the same. I think it's always going to be Superman. He won't kill him, but he can imprison him, so he'll win. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you on that. Don't at me.
That's good.
Okay, well, thank you very much for talking to us. Do you have anything in the works at the moment you'd like to mention?
I've got an exhibition coming up next year from the 25th of July to the 1st of September, but I can't announce what it is yet or where it is, but it's all been booked in.
Great, well, thank you very much for talking with us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the con.
Okay. Thank you very much. Cheers.
And now this.
Afraid of no ghosts.
Here with Steve Tanner, comic creator. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, you've been coming to Comic-Cons for a very long time, haven't you?
Yes, I think I must have been coming to the MCM shows now for maybe 10 years.
Wow.
I do all of them. So yeah, but Birmingham is the one which is closest to me. So it's my home show.
So not too far then?
No, not too far this one.
And who are you usually here with?
I'm usually with Time Bomb Comics, which are a small indie comic company that have been going since 2007. And I mainly write a comic called Flintlock for them, which is what I'm probably known for at the shows.
Wonderful. Now we're here sat in this spectacular little set. It's all to do with the comic 18, and it's based on a short film called 18. How did that all come about?
Well, I was contacted earlier this year by a marketing company who work for Network Rail, and they produced, I think about a year or so ago, a short film called 18, which is to do with rail safety. And they were interested in doing an adaptation of that as a comic. I'll be honest, when they first came to me, I was a little bit unsure because I remember the rail safety films of the 70s and 80s, which weren't particularly,
They were scary.
Yeah. But when I actually saw the source material, the film, it was really great. It really was something else. I really enjoyed it, and it certainly the storyline lended itself to a comic adaptation. So I pulled together a team of creative people who I felt would really kind of deliver what I felt would be needed for the adaptation, and then tried to do something which could actually stand up as a creative project in its own right. So it's taking the film as the source material rather than just a straightforward adaptation. But I think so you can enjoy the comic on its own, you can enjoy the film on its own, and you will still get the same message, and it's still, you know, both a powerful message in both those formats. But I think if you enjoy both the formats together, I think you'll get even something more from it. I think.
That they complement each other.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I think the thing is with comics, you can, because comics are always such a great form of communicating. And I think there's certain things you can do in comics and within the comic page that you can't do necessarily on film or any other medium. So I think it was taking advantage of the storytelling techniques that comics provide to retell the story of 18, but do it in a really powerful way.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the con.
You too.
Thank you very much. Let's see what's coming up next.
I'll see you later.
Can I get a push, please?
I'm here with voice actress Monica Rial. Now, I was going to list off some of the things that you've done as a voice actress, but it's kind of easier to say what you haven't done, which is not much. Your credits are so vast.
It's very strange to have been in this industry as long as I have, and it was actually my talent agent that was doing some working online and looking up stuff, and she goes, do you realize that you've voiced more anime than anyone else in the United States? And I went, what? And she goes, oh yeah, look. And I'm like, well, color me surprised. Who'd have thought? But now that you've heard my actual voice, you can see that I was kind of born to do this. I sound like a child, and anime is a lot of children.
So, like, of the vast list that I've seen, my favorite character of yours has to be Bulma.
That's one that's not a child. Yes.
Well, for me, like, Dragon Ball Z has been a part of my life since, I think it was one of the first animes I ever even watched. Now, coming to a convention like this, with your repertoire, having so many people knowing your work, how does it feel?
Oh gosh, it's amazing. It's so cool to come to the conventions because my family doesn't really know a whole lot about anime, so it's not like I can call them up and be like, I did the coolest thing today. My brother's a Dragon Ball fan, so I can do that with him. But the rest of them, they're like, oh, that's cool that you did a thing. We don't really care. So coming to the conventions, I get to geek out with everybody about like, oh, did you see this episode? Did you see that episode? It's also really cool to see people in the cosplay of your characters or characters that you admire. And it's so intricate. Like the attention to detail here has been crazy. But yeah, it's awesome and overwhelming all at the same time. Because then you're like, God, I hope I'm not a disappointment. Like they meet me in person. I'm like, yeah! Please don't be disappointed.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've just been at a con and seen someone in one of your costumes and thought, hey, I'm your character?
Oh gosh, so there was this one time I came out to a convention to do like a special panel, and so I wasn't like announced or anything, so I was kind of incognito. And so I decided to go around and find all of the characters or people that were dressed as my characters and walk behind them and then just like do the voice of the character and then run off. And so you'd see them go. And then of course I'd come back later and be like, hey, here, let me sign something for you. But it was just fun to watch all the cosplayers be like, I hear that voice. Where's that coming from?
I mean, we could have actually just made an entire episode of just you doing that. That would have been great.
Next time.
Next time.
That would
Absolutely.
be awesome. It'll be like pranking people on the con floor. You never know where I might pop up.
So how did you get into the anime voice acting?
It was kind of a happy accident. So I was doing a lot of theater. I've been training in theater since I was 12. I was going to the University of Houston, and I was working on Cymbeline, actually a Shakespeare show. And the gentleman that I was opposite, he was like, hey, I'm doing this thing in Houston, and it's all Japanese cartoons that we're turning into English and adapting and stuff. And he's like, you would be really great at it because you sound like a child. And I'm like, oh, great. I don't know if I should hit you or hug you right now. But that was ADV Films, and that was 20 years ago. And so I auditioned and started doing it. And I thought, well, this will be cool while I'm in college. I don't have to wait tables. I can be a voice actor. It's great. And then here I am 20 years later, and I'm still doing it. And I'm in Birmingham. Like, it's just crazy to even think that after all of these years, you know, it could just grow and become a career. So I always tell young people, or really anyone, if you have like a path that you are dead set on going down, still keep your eyes open for other things, because I almost didn't go to that audition 20 years ago and my life would be totally different. And I love my life. So opportunities, take them, especially if they scare you. It's a good thing.
Now, I'm sure you're asked this one a lot, but who is your favorite character to voice?
Oh, it's so hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one because I've been very blessed in my career, and I get to play all of what I call the best girls. All of the strong female role models that like don't take any guff, like Bulma, or like the psychotic crazies, or Tanya the Evil, who's like the most evil character in all of existence. So it's hard for me to pick one. It's like picking a favorite baby. You know, you don't want your parents to do that unless you're an only child.
No, but my brother sucks, so.
So you're the favorite
Obviously.
by default. Obviously.
So thank you very much for speaking with us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the con.
Thank you. I've had a blast, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the con too. Thanks, guys.
Joined by Simon Cox, writer and director of the brand new British independent epic sci-fi thriller Invasion Planet Earth. Good afternoon.
Hello. What an exciting intro that was.
Thank you very much. Are you enjoying the con today?
Absolutely loving it. This is such a great place, you know. It's what I love about this place. It's just full of lovely people that love sci-fi, that love creativity and just want to be part of something fantastic. And what a brilliant opportunity it's been to be here.
Well, let's talk about creativity, and yours in particular. So you have created this brand new independent film. It's a sci-fi thriller. Can you tell our viewers all about it?
Well, for one, it's taken 10 years to make, but it's a very, very exciting Star Wars inspired sci-fi movie that I've wanted to make really since I was a kid, you know. But it's taken a long time to get going, and it's always about the money, but we've crowdfunded it and done it gradually over the years, and I'm so pleased with it. And we've got a theatrical distribution deal, which means it's going to be in cinemas.
So you've got some fabulous actors involved, including Toya Wilcox. How did that come about?
Well, strangely enough, I met Toya at Comic-Con about 10 years ago, and we got chatting. And then I saw her again at a talk by a director called Debbie Iser. Just happened to meet her, so I schmoozed over and told her all about the film. And she was really up for it and said she'd be certainly interested in doing it. But it took me about another year before I actually got her, we got her on set, just because of just getting the whole thing together and getting the money together. But what we've done is that I hunted around for really good actors. I wanted great, charismatic actors, but not necessarily famous ones. Even though at one point Tom Hardy did audition for the role, I know, but that was just before he went big time, and I don't know if he would have done it. For me, it all fell apart at that point, and then I had to get it back together again. But I've got a great guy in the lead called Simon Haycock, who's a fantastic actor, and he's really handsome, and he's just like a perfect leading man. We've got Lucy Drive, who's a singer and a bit of a kind of pop star. She plays Mandy Dunn, his wife. And then we've got Julie Holt and Danny Steele and Sophie Anderson, really great British up-and-coming actors. I'm so excited. I think when the film gets out there, the world are going to love them. And just Toya is fantastic in the film. But also what Toya did, as Toya's done a song that we've used at the end of the movie, she's been such a great supporter of ours. So we've got a song that's just been released this week, actually. It's called Step Into the New World. And it's really cool.
Amazing. Well, thank you for talking to me today, and we're all looking forward to it going into theatres.
Do come and see it. I think people are going to love it. It's a very moving and inspiring film, and I've tried to make something that really harks back to that great sci-fi that we had in the 70s and early 80s. So I hope people love it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
An amazing time here at MCM Comic-Con in Birmingham.
And another big shout out to our sponsors Epic Props for sponsoring this episode.
And don't forget, for all your ghost busting and props needs, visit epicprops.co.uk.
And make sure you check out our social media. The links are in the description below.
And join us next time for our next episode at Reading Comic-Con.
And so that you never miss an episode, remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you're always notified when we upload.
And until next time, be unconventional.
Conventional. Am I out of shot yet? Conventional.